Your time is 6:11. A local musician says he has not been paid for performing at a Bay County resort and now does not know where things stand nearly 2 months later. ABC 12's Cheryl Coonan is live from our Great Lakes Bay Region newsroom with details. She's digging into both sides of the story. Cheryl?
That's right, Matt. Well, Bay Valley Resort and Conference Center in Frankenmuth Township is currently undergoing a multi-million-dollar renovation, which we told you about back in July. But as the resort looks to be restored to its former glory, that local musician says he and others have not been paid for performing in the resort's restaurant and lounge and says he's gotten mixed messages.
I contacted the facility around the time that they were doing their grand opening, inquiring about whether or not they were looking for performers.
Bob Hughes of Omer in the Thumb region of the state says he had performed at Bay Valley in the past, but October was the first time since new management took over.
I booked a show for Halloween with the bar manager at Bay Valley.
He tells us that show took place in the resort's lounge called Heatherfields. Now in Florida for the next few months, Hughes is still waiting to be paid for that show nearly 2 months later.
And at that time was told to invoice them for the cost of that show. So on October 25th, 26th, I sent an invoice for the October 31st show.
He tells us there was no check for him on property the day he performed.
Being a new operation per se, not uncommon, and the manager said, "Oh, it should be here by next week." Contacted them, no check. Contacted them again, checked the front desk, no check. They said then that the check would be mailed to me. This is all in November, early November.
Hughes says he sent numerous texts and emails to management, either receiving a reply saying the issue was being elevated or getting no response at all. Then in early December, the resort posted this on Facebook, stating they were aware of the issue of non-payment for bands and that payments are handled through a corporate accounting firm and there was a backlog. They said they wouldn't be booking any more live acts until the issue was completely resolved. Hughes learned of this post from a friend, saying he was blocked from the page.
I was not allowed to see their Facebook page because I had already taken after them on social media to get myself and others paid.
That post now seems to have been deleted, and this post indicates that the resort will have a live band performing on New Year's Eve in its ballroom. Hughes says he contacted the resort's development firm and the CEO was apologetic and said they were working on remedying things. He says the bigger issue is he doesn't want this to happen again to any more musicians in an already tough industry.
Musicians get treated badly enough by bars and restaurants sometimes through lack of communications, but we always get paid.
And we also reached out to the development firm. They told us in part just over a week ago, quote, "We switched management companies partially because of that. They put all vendors on Net 30, including bands and others, onto a contraction draw schedule. So they waited nearly 45 days. They noted it is ridiculous for groups supposed to be paid day of." Now, Hughes says as of yesterday, he has still not received a check in the mail. We attempted to reach out to Bay Valley to get some answers as to why that Facebook post indicating there would be no more musical acts until the issue was resolved was seemingly removed, but we were unable to connect with anyone. Live from the Great Lakes Bay Region newsroom, Cheryl Coonan, ABC 12 News.